To anybody watching me, bro, I just want y'all to know that coming from a person that spent 9 years of his life in some of the most dangerous prisons in the state of Georgia, whatever things it is that you do that could land you in prison, I just want you to know, coming from me, that it's not worth it, bro. I promise you it's not worth it. No crime, no amount of money, bro, is not worth it's not worth what you got to go through in the prison. It's not worth the time that they can take away from your life and put you in a dangerous, barbaric environment, bro. None of that stuff is worth it. It's best to just live a regular lifestyle, go to work, whatever, however you live, it's best to just do it legally, because when you end up in this prison, there's no promise or no guarantee that you're going to get out when they said you're going to get out. You got some people go in here for shoplifting, and they were sentenced to 3 months and end up losing their life because a broken piece of metal that somebody sharpened, they jugged them with it and took their life away. Or you got some people that go in there and do that to somebody, and now they went from 3 months to sentence to life. So I just want to let y'all know, bro, nothing is worth it no more. The trapping, the robbing, the whatever it is that you do is not worth it. I just wanted to let y'all know that, coming from your boy. I want to give a big shout out to Blank Prescription, The Feezy, Real Live Fitness, Albert Wilson, Roland Carter, Noah Smith, Jackie Robinson, Brandon Burkhart, Marquis, and Sierra Peoples, Mike Higgins, Jerome Clark, Vlon Kazi, Sweet Tea, VA Made. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all being part of that membership. So I was just downstairs on the big floor walking around, busting laps, just doing me some laps on the range. We had just came off a lockdown. Someone in the hole, actually, you know, one of my guys that I used to, I didn't necessarily really rock with him, but he was, you know, he was one of the guys I used to deal with. He hung himself. He tied a rope, a sheet, whatever it was he had around his neck, and he tied the other end around the light fixture at the top of the cell, and he hung himself for whatever reason, and he took his own life. I went out there on the floor, and I was walking around. You know, I talked to a few of my guys and stuff, but I was just walking around just to kind of peep the scene, because there was a situation that occurred before we went on lockdown where the guy who hung himself, he had a lot going on. So-called ran off with somebody packed, was trying to let me get it, whatever. But I just was out there to make sure ain't no outer people trying to come in here and cause no harm to me or nobody that I rock with, got love for. So once everything seemed like it was cool, I go to walking back up the steps, but I had a lot on my mind. And I hear from a distance, I hear something. You know how you can hear, like, you ever heard something? Like if your name Brandon and somebody say, Brandon, but in your mind, it sounds like, Daddy. Like, it sounds similar, but you're not making the words out because your mind not on that. So I go up the steps and I come walking around the range, my room all the way back here, and I can just hear like, something like that. These people are happy that we're off a lockdown. So it's people making all kind of noise. It's people running around acting crazy. They just happy that we're able to come out the room now. So people making all kind of noise, saying all kind of crazy stuff. So I'm really not paying no attention. So as I'm walking in my room, one of the dudes was coming out of his room. He looked past me, and then he did like this to me and then pointed down like that. So that was just his way of letting me know somebody is trying to get my attention. So when I looked down, one of my guys standing on the big floor, white guy named Joe Dirt, and when I looked down at him, he said, Morris Chestnut. I was like, damn, that's what he was saying the whole time. As I was walking, he was calling me. And you know, he just be playing like that all the time. So I looked down at him, I said, man, you don't get your Eminem looking ass on. And I walked off. He came running up the stairs, running behind me, pulled out his phone, sat down on the end of my bed. And I ain't really care if he did that because he was A1. I like Joe Dirt. He talking about roll up one of those Chris Brown CDs, folk. I say, man, all them damn Chris Brown CDs you got, you roll one up. He told me, I left mine in my damn room. So I'm like, man, shut up, man. So I rolled one of them up, sat there, hit it a couple times, passed it to him, and he was like, bro, that's crazy what happened to Savage. Savage is the individual that hung himself in the hole. And I was just like, yeah, that's crazy. And it kind of got quiet. It got silent for a minute. I guess he was thinking about it. I was thinking about it. He doing something in his phone. And then he was like, they say D's coming up here today. So I'm like, what you mean he coming up here? He was like, they say he's moving in here. So he gave me the phone and I looked at it. And this guy named D that had a lot of pull at the prison with what we were affiliated with, he sent a text message to everybody, just like a security measure, letting everybody know that he's moving dorms today. So if anybody need to contact him, they need to get with him. He just pretty much letting everybody know what where he about to be at. And then he put in the thing at the bottom of the message saying, make sure he got a good room. He sent that separate to Joe Dirt phone. That message wasn't in the group message for everybody else. I was just like, oh, all right, D cool. I guess he cool. Yeah, I don't really know him. He been running things for a couple months, like over the entire compound, but I didn't know him personally. I never been in a dorm with him. I mean, I've seen him a few times out there on the walk. I don't really know how he is personal, like on a personal type level. The day go by, later on that day go by, I hear people saying, intake, new intake, new intake. But he was moving from a regular dorm. I guess they told him just wait until they do the intake move, so it ain't like they doing moves with people property several times a day. They can just knock it all out at one time, just have your stuff ready already. I don't get up. I'm in there on the bed. I think I was on the phone with old girl when I heard them saying that. I got up and went and, looked through the door, looked out the door, make sure ain't nothing crazy going on. And then I seen a bunch of bags and stuff. I'm squinting because I couldn't damn see that far. I see people with big property bags, so I figured, that was them. So I go lay back down in my bed. I go back on the phone talking to old girl. So probably about 20 minutes go by. And I know Joe Dirt gonna eventually come up here and let me know, bruh said come holler at him. Cause he guy with all that pull coming to the door, he gonna make everybody, not make you, but he gonna tell somebody, go get all the guys, so I can meet him, tell everybody what's up. Everybody know who he is, everybody know what room he in and stuff like that, and he get familiar with us and stuff like that. So I'm just laying there, man, probably about 20 minutes go by. All I hear Joe Dirt say, man, got me up. Y'all got me all the way up. When I hear that, instantly I jump up because in my mind, it got to be a situation. It got to either be a situation with one of them new people that just came in the dorm, or it got to be a situation with somebody who just came from outside the dorm. And then that kind of made my heart beat fast because it was making me think that situation that Savage had going on could have been backfired or something, like somebody trying to pull up about that or something like that. So I jump up ASAP, grab the candy bar. I go to putting my shoes on, the door swing open. It was Joe Dirt. As he was opening the door, he was looking this way, talking to somebody, and still, said the same thing. He was like, man, y'all got me fucked up. I ain't going for that. And came here and closed the door. But he talking about, folks. I'm like, what's up, bro? He talking about this motherfucker D is talking about violating me. Man, he got me fucked up. I ain't going for that. So I'm like, violating you for what? Gee, he just came in the door. He don't even know you. The hell he trying to violate you for? So while I'm asking him that, my door swing open. It's the dude D. Now D is heavy set, light skin, tatted everywhere. I think he even got tats on the side of his head, but you can't see it because he got like the little haircut. But it's tats on his face, on his neck, on his arm. It's tats everywhere. He's swinging the door open. He steps in like walking kind of aggressive. There's about 4 or 5 guys right behind him. And like he's walking towards Joe Dirt. So instantly, I like push Joe Dirt all the way to the right. I'm like, hold on, folks. Hold on now. You just walked in my room, G. You ain't knock on the door. He gonna ask. He cuts me off while I'm talking and was like, you know who I am? You know who I am? I'm like, yeah, I know who you is, folks, but here's the thing. You a man before you was that. You was a man before you knew anything about that. I was a man before I knew anything about that. So I'm going to always respect your positioning. I'm going to always respect your pull, folks. But you're going to respect me as a man, bro. You know the rules just like anybody else, bro. You do not just walk in nobody's room and snatch no door open and come walking in here trying to throw your power, your positioning around, folks. You cannot do that, bro. You still got to give me that same respect. You just came in the dorm, bro. I ain't even came and hollered at you yet. You can't just walk in my room and snatch the door open and I'm already paranoid, folks. You can't do that, bro. He was quiet. He let me talk. When I got done talking, he said, "You right, G, you right." He said something that basically means, excuse me or my bad or something like that. But, you know, I ain't going to say what it is. So he starts telling me that Joe Dirt just tried to start a conflict with a brother, brand new brother, just came from a whole nother prison and came into this dorm, and he just tried to start a conflict with him and that he got to get violent. So I'm like, bro, I've been in this dorm with Joe Dirt. This man don't start no conflicts, bro. He don't start nothing with nobody. He don't do nothing with nobody. Then he really stressing because I feel like he trying to take advantage of bro. Because bro handicapped. He handicapped and he got to get dealt with about that. Joe Dirt was like, man, when y'all came in here, I went down there to the door and I went over there and everybody that was coming through, I was asking the same question to everybody. Where those GDs at? Where those GDs at? And certain people responded to me and I helped them get their damn bags in their room. But that little midget mother, I asked him the same question. He looked up at me and started grinning and gonna tell me, get out my face, white boy. And I told that mother, you, mother. And then he said, oh, you know, I'm GD. I'm GD. And I told that mother, you ain't no mother GD in my book. Ain't no fucking GD in my book, mother. And come find out the little short midget mother really is GD. Mother only 2 feet tall, folks. So D was like, nah, that's the thing. If this man just told you he a brother, how you still out there spazzing on him and talking to him, gonna tell that man he ain't GD or whatever the case. So I'm like, all right, look, hold on, folks. You feel me? Now, like I said, I'm always respect what you say. I'm gonna respect you feel me? But bro, real talk, bro, you gotta think. If he just tried to greet bro and help him, and I'm looking at the guys in here standing behind D. I don't see nobody looking handicapped, nobody new. All these guys, I know, they been in here. I'm like, if Joe Dirt pushes up to help a brother try to get his packages, especially seeing that you said he's handicapped, and then the brother look at him like, man, you ain't no GD, you a white boy. Whatever it is he feels, whatever he said to Joe Dirt, bro, you can't blame him for saying, you know what I'm saying? You can't blame him for feeling how he felt or whatever the case, you know what I'm saying what he said back. And you know what I'm saying? And then one of the dudes standing behind D was like, man, folk down there tripping. He talking about he trying to hit. He trying to hit. And then Joe Dirt bust in and was like, man, I ain't finna fight that motherfucker. Oh, handicap. So I'm like, hey, now you need to chill. Now you feel, I'm trying to help you here, but you doing too much now. You need to chill out, G. He asks everybody how we all feel. He takes everybody's opinions into consideration, and everybody feel like everybody that was right there said they don't feel like Joe Dirt was wrong. I mean, he was wrong, but we don't feel like he should get violated because, I mean, in a sense, they really both kind of trumped off each other. You know what I'm saying? They both kind of did that to each other. So he was all right. So, you know, they flush out the room. So he just go to talking to Joe Dirt on some stuff like, bro, this the thing. When I tell you to come here, you need to be pulling up. When I told you I need to holler at you, you need to come holler at me. Bro was saying that's really what pissed him off is because when he told bro, man, holler at me, he said Joe Dirt was like walking off saying, you got me messed up, you got me messed up. And then that's when he said, oh, I guess you want to get violated. And he was like, you know, you can't run it straight down here. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. And then, you know, Joe Dirt was listening to him, and it was real. I told Joe Dirt right in front of him. I was like, bro, you know, you my brother, but at the end of the day, you got to respect position. That's his position. If he's trying to talk to you and, you know, diffuse the situation, talk to him, folks. And Joe Dirt, you know, he was quiet, but he really wasn't trying to hear that situation. So bro was like, hey, I got that first room down there. I was like, how the hell you get the first room? Because, you know, the first room is that's the handicap room. And that's either you handicap or you got a real good job. You got a good job at this point, and they'll let you get in one of them rooms. So he was like, nah, my roommate, one of the new brothers that came in, he said he handicapped. So the dude that was already in that room, I just threw him a couple dollars for him to move out. So he was like, man, y'all all come down there in about an hour. When I leave out of here, I'm going to let the brother know. We chop it up, whatever. I'm like, all right, say that. When they flush out the room, I just instantly go to rolling up another Chris Brown CD. Joe Dirt go to pacing back and forth. I look at him. He got his fist barred up, his face red. Fired the CI. He said, first day in the dorm. First day in the dorm and starting that bullshit. He said, I don't like that Dwayne Johnson rock-looking motherfucker. Fighting the CI when he said, choking on the smoke, damn near finna cough my damn lungs out. So I had the thing, I told him, I said, hey, listen, you see how stupid them folks just acted. And then about that little situation. And then you said, the bro looked at you, and you could tell he was looking at you like that because you white. You better make these jokes with just me. Talking about he look like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Because I just know how it go, bro. I know people might try to take it and remix it and make it look like a race type of thing, like you on some racist type stuff or something like that. Say like, man, damn. I'm like, all right, I'm just letting you know. About an hour go by, me and Joe Dirt go down there. One of the guys standing outside the door, you know, like security, making sure don't nobody else come in. So I guess me and Joe Dirt was the last two to come in. He moved out the way. We walk in the room, everybody was in there. Bro, when we walked in that room, everybody like, you got the toilet and the sink right here. Soon you walk in, 2 locker boxes right here. So you got people on this side of the locker box wrapped around that way. The handicapped guy is right there in the middle all the way in the back. And then you got other people this way. And then me and Joe Dirt just push in. Bruh closed the door behind us. And bruh, D, the big dude, D, he was standing up like in the middle of the floor. When I walked in the room, it's like I'm looking straight. So the person that's in that wheelchair caught my attention. It's a dude named Crazy Legs that I kinda got to fighting with before, but not really, because we wasn't really just fighting. I choked him out. And bro, it was a real big situation behind him. He almost got a whole war started with the Crips. When I walked in the room and I seen him, I'm looking like, what? This the man that done sat down here? So I look up at Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt just looking, eyes big as hell, looking like he geeked up or something. D introduced himself to everybody. You know, he was just asking everybody what they name, letting everybody know who each other is and stuff like that. When they got to Crazy Legs, he was like, so what's your name, family? Bro was just looking down for a minute. He in the wheelchair. He's sitting up and he looking down. He was like, hey, family. And then he hit like the little metal part on the wheelchair. And then Crazy Legs looked up. He was like, what's your name? Introduce yourself to everybody. Bro, Crazy Legs went looking up at me, turned his head both ways, and he said, I ain't gonna lie to you, family. I'm gonna keep it real. He's still looking at D. He doesn't stop looking at me. He said, man, I was in a dorm with this man a long time ago. He said, and this man, he is not GD. Everybody go to looking at me. So I know for a fact he got to be talking about Joe Dirt. I know Joe Dirt official, but I know damn well he ain't talking about me. So D said, who not? Who you talking about? And the man looked up and pointed straight at me. He said, C-Bill. C-Bill is not GD. I'm like, bro, you got me up. I don't know what you got going on. I ain't gonna spare you this time. I'll beat your ass. I'm mad now, because, bro, now you playing. Now you trying to get people to turn against me. You trying to say some old stupid, crazy type stuff. I spared you last time. It ain't going to happen like that again this time. So D was like, hold on, CBL, calm down. Now I'm sitting here thinking, questioning D, because I'm like, bro, you was just super duper turned up, finna make a crazy decision against Joe Dirt. Now, you know, we talked to you for a minute, then you was like, yeah. Now you sitting here calm, telling me to calm down. It just makes me question your leadership skills. It just makes me question everything. Like, bro, you flip-floppy already. I ain't even known you but an hour. I mean, I've known you from seeing you, but it's different from seeing somebody and being in a dorm with somebody. It's just like out here on the streets. It's different from living in a neighborhood with somebody and somebody living in the same house with you. It's two total different people, but the same person. Hopefully y'all get what I'm saying. So he like, hold on, calm down. I'm sitting here thinking like, bro, this man just really insulted me, and you sit here talking about some calm down. So he like, what's the issue? What the issue is? You know what I'm saying? So this man, Crazy Legs, say, see, Bill was scared to shoot a one. He let me get bust with the candy bar, let the Crips jump on me. Man, that man can't be GD. So, you know, they go to looking at me. I'm like, bro, you're capping, bro. You are lying. That never happened. Number one, I was never, ever scared to shoot you no one. I didn't want to fight you folks because you're in a wheelchair. You're handicapped. It's not fair. He told me, I don't get no about that. He hit the thing real hard, bro. The man is swole, bro. You got to remember, people in the wheelchair that's like just got to be there. Now, maybe with a few exceptions, but for this particular individual, bro, his arms like this, chest popping out like this. I guess he been working, because I don't remember this from last time, but his damn shoulders up like that. Like, you can't even see his damn neck for real. Shoulder muscles popping out, everything. Look like he has some damn muscles on his forehead, right where his hairline stops. I don't know. I might be tweaking, but I'm serious. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm dead serious. I'm looking at him. I say, damn, he done got extra strong. So I'm like, bro, number one, I was never scared to fight you. It's not fair. But since you just sit here try me, and you still on this same bullshit from this long time ago, but you tried again, you ever swing on me again, you hit me again, but that's on everything I stand on. I'm going to beat the brakes off your mother. I'm spazzing out. I'm mad now. D told me, he like, hey, family, we're going to cut this short. He talking about the whole, like, basically meet and greet thing. He like, man, we're going to cut this short. Let me deal with this situation real quick. The man tell me, hey, C-Bill, step out real quick. I'm like, step out real quick? Hell, I need to step out for? If this the person that I'm having an issue with, and he's right here in the dorm, right here in this room, then you need to be telling other people to step out so we not so cluttered and crowded up in here. I need to be in here, and he need to be in here, and you need to be in here because your word got the most say-so, and we need to be the people in here. I'll just go ahead and step out anyway. I wasn't just saying that to him. I was just thinking that. But I step out anyway. I'm standing outside the door. So bro who outside the door, he like, what the hell going on? So I tell him about what was just going on there. So he like, for real? I'm like, man, hell yeah, they got me fucked up, bro. So next thing you know, Joe Dirt goes to coming out the room. He came out kind of fast and looked at me and did like that and went to walking. So, you know, I go walking behind him. So he slide in his room. He turn around. He go to looking out the window, turn back around to me. He told me, folks, you got your candy bar on you, folks? So I'm like, hell yeah, I got it on me. Why, what's up? He said, I think D's going to try something with you, folks. And he went, like, going under his pillow, grabbing his candy bar. And he said, folks, you know, I'm GD to the bone, Gristle, but I got love for you, C-Bill. And if they try to do anything to you, well, I'm going to pop. This is a members-only video, so if you want to watch the rest, you got to subscribe to the membership.
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. What the fees? What the fees? What the